Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Facebook Live. You know, you hear me say this all the time. We're at one of my favorite animals, but I have to tell you, today we're really at one of my favorite animals. My name's Shanae, and even though we're closed here at Sedgwick County Zoo, we're still caring. And today we're here with a couple of our keepers. We have Joe here. Let me flip around. Hold on. We're almost full. There we go. We have Joe here, who's one of our keepers, as well as Jenny. And we also have with us, Joe, the Red River Hog. Now tell us a little bit about the Red River Hog.
Yeah, so this is Paul. He is, like Shanae mentioned, a Red River Hog. He is in our Pride of the Plains exhibit areas. So we have lions, meerkats, painted dog, and the Red River Hog here. Paul is 13 years old. He actually is often confused with warthogs, but if you can see on that red color and the river around his exhibit, it definitely clues you into exactly what he is, and that's the Red River Hog. He's very, very handsome. You can see that coloring
very
there.
Very handsome.
Yeah, and you can see the warts on his face, that kind of growths. The males get that, the females do not, and he's the only one we have, so we don't have a comparison for you. One of my favorite things about the Red River Hog are those long ears, the long tail. It's really, really cool that Paul is able to actually keep flies off of his back and everywhere around his body with those. He can reach anywhere with those long bristles on his
natural
ears.
fly swatters.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So, like I said, this is Paul, 13-year-old Red River Hog.
And I heard that he celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Yes, he actually just turned 13. He's a new teenager. Yesterday was his birthday.
So for anybody that had a birthday yesterday, congratulations. You are born the same day as the Red River Hog at Sedgwick County Zoo.
Yeah. And much like the other animals in our Pride of the Plains exhibit, they're from Africa. He's from sub-Saharan, that middle region of Africa. They can be in rainforest areas, they can be in savannas. They love rooting in the ground for anything they can find, whether it's vegetables, roots, bugs, termites, anything like that. They eat all sorts of different stuff, similar to pigs that you'd have on your farm. And they are related to, like I said, warthogs, domestic pigs, wild boars, anything like that. And there's other various types of pigs as well in Africa, but he is, of course, one of the only two that we have from Africa here at Sedgwick County Zoo.
Now, I'm gathering from the name River Hog, they like water?
Yes, so if you look around their exhibit, they have a little moat, or he does, and it kind of comes all the way around here, but he loves to get in and swim, loves to go in there. We'll sometimes feed him in the water. There's a little, he is older. 13 is pretty old for a Red River Hog, and any pig for that matter. And so we have a little ramp that goes into the water, and we can feed him in there. He loves to swim around, eat what he can, and it's really fun for guests to watch that. So.
Now, what does he eat on a normal basis, and then does he have any favorite treats?
He loves peanuts. That's what we're giving him right now, and a couple of types of biscuits. So peanuts are a great treat. We use that for his training whenever we run him into a crate or anything like that to work with him. But he also gets grain on a daily basis. He gets rotated produce. Well, he gets a couple consistent produce items like apple and sweet potato, but he has other rotational fruits and veggies. He'll get alfalfa in the morning, and he'll get a head of lettuce in the afternoon.
So nice mix of salad and everything else.
A well-balanced diet for Paul, Red River Hog here. Yep. So right now, Jenny is scattering some peanuts, different biscuits around. It's kind of a natural behavior for him to kind of look around, root for different foods, so that's really cool to see him kind of searching in that manner.
So tell us what rooting means. When an animal is rooting?
Is essentially digging. If you look, sometimes it looks like he's digging to China. He'll have these big pits, and he'll love to just kind of dig as low as he can in there. And we'll have to come in and fill him up. He is older. We don't want him to tweak an ankle or anything like that on top of his already, arthritic issues. So,
is there anything we do specifically with him being older to help care for him?
He is on medications to help with just pain management. He's moving really well today, which is great news. He does get routine checkups and everything like that. And eventually we're looking at potentially doing some other treatments such as laser therapy, things like that, potentially to help him.
I think the cold laser therapy is one of the most interesting things that we have done here at the zoo.
Yeah.
Some of you might have even had this done with your pets at home, but it's really a neat way to help with some arthritis issues and some other pain management. Mm-hmm. Alexandria would like to know how long they normally will live.
Usually that mid-teens is pretty old for pigs and hogs and everything of that nature. So I would say once they get about 10, they'd be considered getting pretty old.
I noticed the longer hairs on his sides and the shorter hair on the top. Do you have any idea why some of the hair is so much longer than others?
I don't necessarily know why there'd be longer hair on the bottom. Like I said earlier in the discussion, we have longer hair on like his tail and his ears, and that helps keep flies off. I'm assuming it might be something along those lines to help with any bugs and stuff like that.
Do they ever go underwater completely, or do they just like to swim in the water?
They can swim underneath, yes. It just depends on the depth of the water and what they're looking for.
And Amanda missed his name and his age.
This is Paul. He's a Red River hog. He's 13 years old.
And that is an older guy.
Yes, an
for a Red River hog.
Older Red River hog, correct. And if you missed this before, they are related to warthogs, but they are not warthogs. They are different. Warthogs, both males and females, have those lumps or warts on their faces. The males have them for Red River hogs, but females do not. Like I said, we do not have females. We do plan on getting 2 females here within the year. That would be wonderful when that happens. It is not for breeding, it is just for companionship. He's been on his own for several months now, and so we're hoping to get them in.
Now, Joe, when he got that last peanut, I noticed those huge tusks on the side of his mouth. What would he use those for, since he eats vegetables?
Yeah, anything as far as helping dig, root. It can help with protection if something were to come at him. Various different reasons.
Somebody does ask, they remember that we had Peter and Paul here,
Yes.
and a question of what happened with Peter.
As I mentioned, they were very similar. Were they the same age? Same age, and they were both getting very, very old. Peter, unfortunately, we had to euthanize, and that's part of the life of any animal and any human. So that's just where he's at right now, is being on his own.
That's true, and that's one of the things that sometimes is the hardest about being a zookeeper. For all of those kids out there that dream of being a zookeeper, you know, we put so much love and care into these animals each and every day. But just like your pets at home, we know that one day they'll no longer be with us.
Correct. Yeah,
so
it's easy to get attached to the animals you work with, and we try to take the best care we can of them. And unfortunately, that's how it ends for all of them.
The great thing is with our vet staff here and the excellent quality care with our keepers, gosh, we have lifespans here that can last a whole long time, which is wonderful.
Oh, yeah. And that's the great thing about zoos is most animals, I would say, if not all of them, have longer lifespans here at the zoo than they would in the wild. And so that's one of the great things that we can provide them, is a healthy, long life.
So for all of our kids out there, I think that this is a great art project today. I would love to see you guys draw some pictures of some Red River hog and post them on Facebook for us today. Yeah. I think that they are one of the most photogenic animals here in the zoo. It's one of those beautiful faces that only a mother and every zookeeper here at the zoo could love. But if you're a Red River hog fan today, there's a great Facebook challenge for you guys today. Draw some pictures and go ahead and get those posted on Facebook Live so that we can share that joy of Red River hogs. Joe did just mention that we do have 2 Red River hogs coming in from another organization here in the United States. They'll be in later this year, and again, that's not for breeding, since the male that we have here is an older animal. He's also, though, Joe, really well represented. He has lots of aunts and uncles and cousins and brothers and sisters out there in North America, so his genetics just don't need to be bred. Is that correct?
Yes. So like most animals here at the zoo, we have organizations that manage the breeding and everything very closely. He's well represented, so there's no need for him to breed. He's also, like we said, getting older, so we just are bringing the females in for companionship, so that he has some kind of friends as he ages through the rest of his life.
And I know you mentioned earlier that it's his birthday. It was his birthday yesterday.
Yes.
I have to give a shout out to one of my favorite gingers out there, Delaney Schlitz. She has a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Delaney.
So she almost has the same birthday as one of my favorite gingers here at the zoo.
That's great.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end here today with you guys watching the Red River hog as he finishes up his treats. Remember, even though we're closed, we're still caring. We'll be back with you today at 2 o'clock, as well as our 4 o'clock Animal Ambassador Adventure. And don't forget, if you are looking for that special adventure for your friends or family, you can go to our website and look for that Zooming with the Zoo and sign up for your own personal Zoom experience at Sedgwick County Zoo. Thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful day.